Okay. All right. So now we have been through our 3 matches, right? So I am going to pose the question to you again. Are we better than the formula, right? So I'll phrase it one more time. So we have 3 new players who are at least 3 new players. Tiara is a 4th, I guess. But Silva, Saba, Muyamba, the new signings. Everybody's ranting about it. The team's looking so much better. But are we truly better than the formula? Has it made a difference? Mikey Dobbs. Now that you've talked about the 3 games.
We are definitely better. Like compared to the beginning of the season, we had Araujo.
No, compared to the formula.
Compared to the formula, which was founded on the first half of the season, though.
Yeah. But my point being that so do you now expect this team to win on the road against weak teams and or get ties against good teams, right? That the formula would say that we can sometimes get a tie at home against the really good teams, and we can sometimes and on the road we never win. We always get a tie against weak teams, and we get a loss against good teams. Would you change that?
So I'm gonna give you an answer you're not expecting, because usually I like to be irrational and just disagree with you and say to give you what you want, which is to say, absolutely the formula has changed. Like we've got talent, we're playing as a team. All things I think are true. What I think could change the algorithm that we've been using here is that there's 3 games left in the season. And this kind of applies to any sport, whether it's baseball or whatever. If you get hot at the end of the season, so I guess I don't know the answer is my honest truth. I don't know if we've turned that corner or not. Like the pessimistic side of me.
Forcing you to make a prediction, yes or no.
So if you're forcing me because I want Atlanta United to win as a team, I'm going to say yes.
No, from what you're watching.
Okay, now you're changing.
From what you're watching.
From what
are we better than that team that was in the formula? This applies to the
watching DC United. No,
this applies to the last 3 games, right? So we play Cincinnati, right? We play Philadelphia, and we play Columbus. Columbus is at home. Philadelphia. So Columbus is the hottest team in all of MLS. We play them at home. And we play Philadelphia, and we play Cincinnati, the top 2 teams in the East, on the road. So do you expect us to get what would you say in those games? What do you expect?
So I actually don't expect us to win on the road. Okay. I think we get that. Was it home against Columbus?
It's home against Columbus.
I think they're a good team. I think we beat them at home. I also think that you might be right. We lose those both home games. But
away games, you mean?
Away games. But as a fan, which is where I was getting to, if we can win one of those, and if we win both of them, look out, MLS Cup.
Okay.
Carmen, are we better than the formula? So if you had to predict, so you got Cincinnati away, you got Philadelphia away, you got Columbus at home. The formula,
but I just want to be clear, as I'm with, as far as being logical, I'm with you, Dave.
I haven't said anything yet, so you can't say whether I'm with you or not. So the formula would say the 2 best teams in the East would be losses on the road.
Yep.
Right. And the formula would say against the top team at home, that's either a win or a tie. Do you think that we are better than that?
I do not think we are better than the formula. Not with these teams. Not with these really good teams. I think we will.
Who's the best team in the league, though?
Cincy, right? No.
I'm just saying, right now, if you had to, if they have all their starters.
Oh, got it.
It's Miami.
Well, I wasn't going to say Miami because they're not even making the playoffs, but maybe.
They're not,
maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
The best team in the league right now is Columbus.
Okay.
Columbus has been by far. If you take away, so the new coach comes in, Wilfred Nancy from Montreal. Montreal has been a shambolic franchise ever from the beginning. He got them they were a top 5 team last year, right? He leaves Montreal, he gets bought out, goes to Columbus. In the first 5 games or whatever, 7 games, whatever it was, they got off to a little bit of a rough start. Ever since then, they have been far and away the best team in the MLS. And they would be ahead of Cincinnati all over that pace.
Yeah.
And to me, you say, oh, well, you got to count the beginning of the season, but you're like a brand new coach. He's only had how many sessions? It took a little bit of time. If you say from that time on, they've been the best team in the league.
All right.
So if you had to put a bet, people, on MLS Cup champions, at the odds, Columbus is your bet. But so you're saying, remind me.
I am saying they are not better than the formula or algorithm or whatever we're calling it. I think in these last games we lose away. Ooh, it's Columbus at home.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a tie against Columbus.
So you're saying 2 losses and a tie, where does that probably put us at the end of the playoffs? 7 or 8?
Well, first let me weigh in what I say. I think offensively, we are a much better team than we were before those players came, right? We are for the first time, we are capable. We should be scoring 2 goals, even against good teams on the road. Yeah. I think the DC United game was a bit of an anomaly that way. We didn't really look like we scored 2 goals there, but for the most part, we're going to score 2 goals on the road no matter what. We have not fixed, which is so shambolic. We should be able to fix our center midfield. We should be able to fix the outside back. And if we did that, I would say we should be way better than the formula. We should be fighting for MLS champions.
Yeah.
I think we are not have any chance of being MLS champions.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as us getting hot like that because we just have too many flaws coaching-wise, tactically, particularly in the back. That being said, I think our ability to score means that we are slightly better than the formula. So I would have said normally Philadelphia away, Cincinnati away, normally 2 losses, right? I actually think there's a decent chance we get 2 ties.
Ooh.
That being said, Columbus at home, right? Columbus at home, which should be maybe a win. We're tactically flawed. We give up stupid goals. I think that we probably get a tie.
And then we get a tie on
I feel like we go tie.
3 ties.
Yeah, 3 ties.
Maybe something like that. Or maybe 2 ties and a loss.
Okay.
But the formula would say 2 losses and either tie or win. Yeah. I think we are slightly better than the formula.
Okay.
But not good enough. If you don't get in the top 4, right? In the first round, it's a 3-game series, right? A 3-game series is so weird in soccer or football.
That is weird.
Because normally you have ties. You can't play 3 games, right? Because the reason why you play home and home normally is because it's the goal differential. Anyway, cumulative score, right?
Yeah.
But that's not true. So we're playing 3 games. There can be no ties. It goes directly to PKs no matter what happens. So if that's the case, if we play on the road, if we're not a top 4 team, so we don't have home field advantage, then we play 2 of the 3 games on the road. I think we're likely to win at home, even against the Cincinnati, even against the Philadelphia. We can score now, but on the road, we're likely at best to get a tie. We're going to lose in PKs, and I still think, despite the fact that we are clearly a better team, that we're still going out in the first round. Unfortunately,
predicting it early.
That is an early playoff prediction.
Now,
that's as of now. We'll see what happens over the 3 games. I could change based on what I see. But what I see is that we are better slightly than the formula. So I'm going to actually go more positive than you guys. I think we're better than the formula. But I think that we are still flawed enough. And to me, the thing that drives me nuts is you cannot look at our team and say that we should absolutely be a top 4 team. We should absolutely be challenging for MLS Cup champions. We got the leading scorer in the league. We got the MVP of the league. We have the best, one of the top 3 defenders in the league. We have 2 guys who are designated players, basically, who are not even, as attackers. I mean, we're loaded all over the field. How you cannot coach that team and be in the running for MLS Cup is mind-boggling.
Yeah,